I was born special, with 2 hearts inside my body. This was the only thing that could please my parents. Because my older sister had a congenital heart condition. My parents gave birth to me solely so my sister's life could be extended. Later, I met Alec and married him. He rescued me from the abyss of desperately seeking familial affection. I thought he would be different from my parents. But when my sister's condition worsened, he obsessively hoped I could donate 1 heart to her. What he didn't know was that I only had 1 heart left. And my other heart was already with him. All I'm asking for is your heart. Why are you being so selfish? Weren't you born just to keep your sister alive? Alec gripped my hand tightly. But I want to live too. Without my heart, I'll die. Alec's face tensed, then he continued. You have 2 hearts. Give 1 away, and you'll still have 1 left to live on. But your sister is different. Without your heart, she'll die. Ignoring my struggles, Alec dragged me into the prep room. I helplessly tried to explain. I only have 1 heart now. Didn't you see the results on the report? Alec refused to listen. Who knows what you've done behind our backs to avoid donating your heart? You even dared to bribe the people in the exam room. Alec thought I had bribed the people who examined me to alter the report results. It's not like that, Alec. I had surgery when I was little. I've already donated 1 heart. Enough. Melody, all you have to do is save your sister. Why are you being so stubborn? Alec roughly interrupted me. I'm not lying. My heart is with you. Alec didn't hear a word I said, heading straight for my sister's prep room. At that moment, the other doctors in the prep room were equally stunned. Then someone spoke up. Flirting at a time like this? That's just disgusting. Your sister is fighting for her life, and here you are, spouting sickening sweet nothings to your brother-in-law. Only our families knew about my marriage to Alec. Alec's colleagues didn't know me. Plus, Alec had personally handled everything regarding my sister's hospitalization, so everyone in the department assumed my sister was Alec's wife. And Alec had never bothered to correct this misconception. Exactly, instead of focusing on saving her own sister, she's trying to seduce her brother-in-law. Your heart is wasted on you, truly. Hearing the other doctor's comments, I couldn't help but want to reveal the truth. Actually, I'm the. Alec came out of the prep room and grabbed my hand tightly. Today, you must donate your heart. Your sister is already in the operating room. You're next. As he spoke, Alec pulled out a stack of documents. I've already signed everything. You can go straight to the operating table. Inside the operating room, I encountered Faye, her frail appearance evoking sympathy from everyone present. Sister-in-law, don't worry. Alec will surely ensure you live a long life. Upon hearing this form of address, Faye didn't object, but instead managed a weak smile. It's all my fault, making my little sister sacrifice so much for someone like me. The words were filled with self-blame, but the look in her eyes as she gazed at me was challenging. Hearing this, the other doctors thought my sister was very kind-hearted, while I was cruel and heartless. After comforting Faye, Alec forcefully pushed me onto the operating table, disregarding my violent struggles. He ordered the anesthesiologist to quickly come forward and administer the anesthetic. Moments later, my intense struggling subsided. Alec brushed my hair aside. Don't worry. I'll make sure you survive. Alec's mentor had performed heart transplant surgeries before, so he was confident he could keep me alive. Once your sister recovers, the whole family will accept you, and I'll be by your side too. Alec and his colleagues performed the surgery with tense precision. After a long time, Alec extracted a heart from my body. Without time to examine it closely, he rushed into Faye's operating room with my heart. My chest lay open, my body abandoned and alone on the operating table. The sharp blaring of the monitoring equipment startled the attending doctor in the operating room. How did she die? Wasn't she supposed to have 2 hearts? One of Alec's colleagues was perplexed. You actually believed Dr. Frost when he said that? He was just joking around. It's better that she's dead. She did so many terrible things. Not only did she refuse to help Dr. Frost's wife, but she also had the audacity to try and seduce Dr. Frost. Another colleague replied, so what do we do now? She's already dead. We'll wait for someone to collect the body. If no one claims it, the morgue will handle it. With that, all the doctors left the operating room. Alec focused intently on Faye's surgery. Though he was confident, this was his first time performing a heart transplant on a patient. Fortunately, several hours later, he successfully completed the operation. After finishing the surgery, Alec followed Faye back to her room. Only after Faye was settled did he remember me. Alec was about to return to the operating room to check on me when he bumped into a colleague from their joint surgery in the hallway. Where's my darling? The colleague paused before answering. Hasn't she already come back? Don't worry, someone will be watching her after the surgery. The nurses in the department will keep an eye on your darling. Alec didn't notice the inconsistency in these words, instead thinking his colleague was right. With him around, the department nurses would pay some attention. So Alec returned to his office to continue working. A day later, Faye woke up.